everyone, welcome back. And today, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a chili pepper. And I made them in 4 different colors. I made it in green, yellow, orange, and red. And all you need is the color that you want to make your chili pepper. Some pink. I just used 2 pink bands for the cheeks, and then 3 black rubber bands for your eyes and mouth. I used 1 rubber band for each eye and then 1 for the mouth. You also need a loom and any type of hook. I'm using a metal tip rainbow loom hook because it's more sturdier for picking up heavier bands. You can also use 2 black beads for the eyes, but I just want you to show you how to make it with rubber bands. So let's just start making the eyes, cheeks, and yeah. So first you're going to wrap around your black band 3 times. Well, 4 times. So you're going to twist it like this, and then twist it again. Like so. And then you're going to take 2 of your orange bands, or any color you're going to use, and then just slide them through. Like that. That's ready 1 eye. You're just going to do that again. It's the same way you can also use, you're going to make the cheeks. So it's like a cap band, and then you just twist it again. Take 2 bands, slide them all through. Like that. And then for the cheeks, the same thing. You're going to twist it around. Just going to move this out the way. And then take them both. And this one needs another one. You should have 4 ends on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then 2 orange bands. And slide them through. And 1 more time. Like so. I just have to grab all of them. And you'll place this, you'll place the cheeks and the eyes after we get to the part. And you don't need to do anything with the black band yet. But we'll place these eyes and the cheeks right after it. But today I'm going to use this one because that's the color I'm going to use. So you're going to also need green bands. So you can make the stem. You could use any type of color green bands you want. So yeah, you only need 8 green bands. So let's just go ahead and start making the chili pepper. I just removed one of the base bars so it can be clearer for you to see what I'm doing. So let's just go ahead. So you're going to place 2 bands on 1 peg like this. 2 bands there. You're just gonna place them all around like this. They're gonna be loose. All around. So it should be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pegs. The next thing you're going to do is take 2 bands. Everything you're going to do is double banded. So you're going to start from here to here. So you're just going to like so. The next thing you're going to do is the same thing from to the top. So from here to there. like that. So it should be on 3 different like halves. The last thing you're gonna do is just gonna add 1 more to that each corner, and then 1 more for here. So it should be both on 4 pegs now, like this. This is how your loom should look. Now you're gonna make a cap band right here. I'm just gonna start over here. Take 2 bands and you're just gonna make a cap band. So you're just gonna twist it around. This takes me a couple of times. So do those 2 bands. Twist them around 1 time and then another time, because you need to make sure it is tight enough. Okay. Now we're just gonna like loom around. So I'll show you from this side. So you're gonna go through the cap band and grab, like bring them to itself. So go through the cap band, make sure you're going through all the way, and then grab the top 2 bands and bring it back to themselves. It's a little bit twisted, so I'll be right back when I fix. And then once you find the 2 bands from the top, you're gonna bring the band back to itself. Go through the cap in again. Top 2 bands. Back to itself. Top 2 bands. Back to itself. You're just going all around. Like so. Okay, next you're going to take these 2 bands underneath and put your hook through this peg and grab those 2 bands and then put them on your hook, bring that up, and you're gonna replace it. I'm gonna show you one more time. So you're gonna go bring it up, take it out, go through, pull it off, and then like that. I'll be right back when I finish those 2. Now I'm finished. All we're gonna do is basically just bring this all the way down here, and then you could just like disattach it. So first bring it like that, and then you could just fix them off, so like that. That's basically the cap band, and we're just gonna start looming around. It's basically what you did on this side. So go through the cap band. It's a little bit tight in here, but you just need to find it. Top 2 bands. Bring it up. Make sure no bands snap, by the way. That one looks like it's gonna break, so back. And now we're just gonna do the same thing that we did on this side too. So you could just do whatever you did there. I'll show you 2 times again like last time. You go through here, bring those 2 bands up, pull that off, and just replace them. I'll show you one more time here because I had to like do that one on my own. Go through it, grab it, pull that off, and just place that on. Be right back when I finish that last one. Next, your thing should look like this, and you're just gonna go take 2 bands again. You first push down all the bands so you can be able to place more down. So next, just take 2 bands and just go around them. Now I went all around, and all we're gonna do next is just bring up the bottom 4 bands. So just bring up the bottom 4 bands. You see here, it's really hard to show you, but just the bottom 4 bands and loop them up. So bottom 4 bands, loop them up. Make sure you're bringing only the bottom 4 bands and not grabbing one of the top bands. You're going to do whatever we did again another time. So just go all around the loom. And then just bring up the bottom 4 bands right after. Oh my god. Just go all around. Just bring up the bottom 4 bands. This is exactly what we did right before we did this one. So, bottom 4 bands, loop them up. Bottom 4 bands, loop them up. Yeah, that's it. Push down your bands. You should always remember to push down your bands so they won't like fall off the peg. Now we're doing the eye row. So remember to have your 2 eye bands and then your 2 cheek bands. So first we're going to start over here, 2 regular bands, and then now you're placing your eye bands right here. So we're right on this row, so almost halfway done. And here another eye band. The next row we're doing is the cheek bands, and now we're just going to use regular bands all the way around. Now just loop up the bottom 4 bands. So like so, and just go all the way around. Okay, this time this one is going to be a little bit more different. Taking 2 bands right here, skipping these ones right here. Taking just 1 band actually. You put 1 singular band here, 2 bands, 2 bands, and then 1 singular band. So 1, 2, sorry if I'm covering the line, but 2, 2, there's something right there. So 1, 2, 2, and 1. So basically I just did 1 band, 2 band, 2 band, 1 band. Now we're just gonna skip the last one we ended off. We're not doing anything there, but we're gonna take the bottom 4 from here, bottom 4 from here. Oh, I forgot the band right there. And then, hold on. And then the bottom 4 from here. Nothing on the last 2. Now you're gonna push this down. And now you could just bring up your thing. You just do something there. Okay, so now you're just going to bring them up. You can use your hook, go around it, and just lift it. Like that. Your pepper should like start pulling off. Don't pull it off all the way yet, so just be careful. At the end, it probably looks a little bit weird right now, but at the end we'll fix it. It'll look like that. But at the end we will fix it, so you don't need to worry about it. I'm just gonna push down everything again, and now we're gonna use our cheeks. So I'm gonna use 2 bands right now. Cheek bands. bands. And then just all the way around 2 bands. Now once you place all the bands down, you're gonna start pulling them up. So on this one right here, you should pick up 4 bands, leaving you with 5 bands left, because remember we put 1 down, not 2. Then here we're picking up 3 bands, leaving you with 4 bands up there. Here picking up 4 again, leaving you with 5. Here picking up 4, leaving you with 4, or leaving you with 5, I think. No, 4. So here is leaving you with 4, here's leaving you with 4, 4. And then this one, you're just picking up 3. Now here you're picking up 4, but leaving you with 5. Sorry. And this one again, just with here. Just pick up all the bottom bands, leaving you with 5. Pushing them down, and then pulling them up. This row is going to be the mouth. So we're taking our 1 singular black band, making it into a cap band like that, and that's it. Now we're just going to hook this up. We're gonna pull this off, be very careful, and then slide the 2 black bands, or just 1, but like 2 ends, and then you could place this back on. It's just twisted. Like so. Now we're just doing 1 band, then 2 bands, 2 bands again, and then 1 band. So again, we're just gonna flip these ones. And this one. And this one. So just 3 pegs. And we're gonna leave these 2 alone, by the way. And you're just trying to like pull this up as much as you can so it won't all squish. So now we're gonna reduce the pin right here. So this one right there. So just turning it around, and you're gonna grab the top 2 bands here. Top 2 bands, and you can see it's going from here, so it's pulling from this side, so you're just going to go and place it on this side. Oh, I was not showing you, so I'll show you. So now I just reduced them from here is by basically showing, I don't know if you saw it, but I was pulling them on the opposite side. Now I'm just doing a row, 2 bands around, and that's it. Double banded all the way around. And that's basically it for now. And then once you come on this side, it's just going to be a little bit stretched. Oh my gosh. Give me 1 second. So pulling this over here, and then the last 2 here is just going to come across. 1 there, and then 1 over here. So yeah. Okay, so now we're just going to start pulling the bands from here. You can see those 2 bands right here. Those are the reducing bands we did. You have to loop those up first. Okay? First, you just need to find those 2 bands. Then you can just loop the bottom 4. And just so it could go easily and look better. Bottom 4 bands. And then just bring the bottom bands all around. It was just like last time when, careful. And just bringing those again. This one is just 3, I think. more. I'll be right back. I'm just pulling this down, pushing this down, and pulling this up. So that's your little pepper so far. So we finished the face. So now we're just like around this area here. So now we're just halfway done. We're doing another row, same thing like usual, placing 2 bands all the way around, looping the bottom 4. Just loop the bottom 4 around. Now we're going to reduce these 2 sides by the mouth and behind the mouth. So first let's go from the mouth. Take the top 2 bands. And then mine are coming from the top. So now we're just going to place them from the bottom. If yours coming from the bottom, just place them on the top. This one is obviously coming from this. So we're just going to go from this side. Same thing from the back. If they're all a little bit scattered, you could just do this to become more neatly. So just take the top 2 bands. Mine are coming from the bottom. So now I'm just bringing them to the top. And these ones are probably coming from the bottom. I mean from the top, right? Yeah. So now I'm just bringing them to the bottom. So it'll take a little bit, it'll just be a little faster because there are less bands. It's going to be like a smaller circle. Here it'll be just doing 2 bands, stretching across. 2 bands all the way around, but just wait for this side. So 2 bands over here as well. Now you're just going to stretch this one as well. Here, you're taking 1 band, but you're also going to twist it into a cap band. Basically a cap band, so it's going to be a little bit of a stretch. See? It's a little bit hard to do. There. And just loop the bottom bands. So these 2 bands here is the reducing band. Flip that over. And everything below the reducing band. Here's the reducing band here. Flip that over. Everything below. Okay. Here is the reducing, Here's the reducing band. And then loop everything below. Sorry if I'm not showing you. And then reducing band. And then everything below. And then here's just a simple in the back. Like so. So basically like that. You could also just let these go. Like that. So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna take these bands right here. You're gonna take them out and you're placing them 1 pin up. Now you're taking these 2 as well. 4. Pull those up and just bring it over here. Like that. And just, you could pull this up a little bit so it can go into the middle. Mine looks like this so far, and you could just fix everything after, but we'll fix everything later after we finish. Now we're just going to do another row. So 2 bands. Two bands. 2 bands. Another 2 bands. And then once again, taking a double band. Right there and there. Taking all the bottom 4 bands. This one's going to be a little bit tight because of the twisted band. I'll come back when I finish looping everything up. So now we're going to reduce these 2 sides. Picking up the top 2 bands. So first I'm just going to do this because they're a little bit twisted. These bands are coming from here, so I'm going to put them over here. And these ones just go here. Over here. Taking the top 2 bands again. 1, 2. These ones are coming here. So I'm going to loop all the way down here. And these ones go up here. You should just have a little triangle. We're going to do another row around, 2 bands all the way. A long stretch there, and a long stretch here. And then another 2 bands right here. This little pepper is getting in the way. So here, in this top corner here, you're gonna have 2 types of reducing bands, because 1 from each side. So you're gonna figure out which one's on the top. So mine from this side is trying to grab it. This one's higher, so I'm gonna bring that up. And this reducing band is next, so I'm gonna bring that up as well. And then the rest is just bottom 4 bands. Here's our reducing band. And bottom 4 bands. It's getting pretty long. And then reducing band here. And bottom 4 bands. We're gonna do another row around double bands. 2 bands here. 2 bands here. And then 2 bands across over here. And you're going to pick up the bottom 4. And it's also a little bit twisted. It's pretty tight in here. Now we're going to reduce this pin right here. So top 2 bands again. This takes me a couple of times. So once you find your top 2 bands, so these are coming from here, so I'm just going to put them on this side. And these ones are coming from here, so I'm going them on this side. going to be quite a stretch. And I'm just going to pull this up off of here. We're going to do another row around. So let me just get more bands. Two arounds basically from here, and stretch them around this from there, and then from here. Like that, and just leave the bottom bands. So there should be a reducing band. You just gotta bring the bottom bands. One reducing band. Another reducing band. Bottom 4. Here's a reducing band. And the bottom 4. Pull this off, pull this out. Now you're gonna pull out the bottom 2 bands on each side. You're gonna go then take your hook off from each peg, and it should look like this. Take 1 or 2 bands for your slip knot, taking just 1. Usually I'll take 2, but there's only like 4 bands in here, so it's fine. And it's to make a slip knot. Go to the back of the pepper and just try to hide it. Go through all of that. And just hide the slip knot till it goes all the way. And just try to do that a couple of times, just to hide it. Now your pepper should look like this. You're gonna now take just the cap band and not any of the other rubber bands. It's just the cap band. Right there. It's just like, it's not all of that, but just take 2 of those bands. Once you find those bands, take the 2 green bands you want, slide through them. And then you're just going to even that out a little bit. And then go through those bands again. Take these out because you're just gonna need, I think, yeah, 2 bands. So you're gonna take 2 bands, twist it, and then grab those through with that, like that, and then 2 bands, doubled, slip through it, make sure you're grabbing through. Another 2 bands, and then, oops, make sure then another one I just doubled. Oh, I don't think that worked. I'm sorry. So you should have 2 so far, and you're just gonna double pin this, slip through that, and then grab that up again. Then 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna have another one. Yeah, another one. Twist that. Oops, sorry if I wasn't showing you. And flip those through. And you're just gonna take one more last band, pull it straight through. And then slip through, create a slip knot like that. And then you could keep it like this, but some people are like me, I just like to hide it. So go through these 2 in the back, grab it and slip it through. Like that. I'm gonna flip it again and go take that band, slip it through the back again. You could just hide it however you like though. So if you can't really catch onto this, you could literally go through many bands and just hide it. And there you have it. And then all you gotta do is just like fix however you like, pull some bands around, make sure you like it how it looks, and that's how mine looks. You could also pull the mouth to make it look better. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to learn how to make the chili pepper. I did orange, green, red, yellow, and that one's the one I showed you how to make. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was really easy to follow. If you have any other happy food creations I've made, just let me know so I could show you how to make it as a tutorial. Bye!